everyone, welcome to a new video, and we are going to cover the subject English here. The first chapter name is My First Steps. So we'll be going through this chapter, and before going further we have to know meaning of some words. Let's see what are those words. So first one is eagle-eyed. It means quick to note. Okay, next one is crib. It means it's a child's belt with bare and latticed sides. That means you might have seen a cot that has the rails on the side, and a kind of small kids, babies will be usually sleeping in that. Utter means complete, frantic, distraught with fear, anxiety, or other emotion. Next is blissfully. That means in a way that provides perfect happiness or great joy. Happiness and great joy. Oblivious, not aware of or concerned about what is happening around one. Next is commotion, a state of confused or noisy disturbance. Providence, the protective care of God or nature as a spiritual power. Toil is to work extremely hard. Spell is a short period of time. Usually it refers to a witch spell of a witch. So which stays for a particular time, this short period of time. So these are the words used which are maybe new, or you may have to find out the meaning of those words. Once you are aware with these words, we can go to the chapter. Let's check what is there in the chapter. My first steps. So the first line says, all babies look alike. Can they be exchanged? When the nurse gives them a bath. So it's a question asked to you. So usually babies, they all look similar. And when the baby is born, usually what happens is a name tag will be written on the hands of the babies with the parent's name in hospitals. And when the nurse gives them a bath, is there a chance that they get exchanged? Let's check what is it all about in the story. So objective of the chapter is be knowing what is an autobiography. You will be able to use compound words, and you will be able to use simple past tense. What is simple past tense? And you will be able to ask simple questions while talking or speaking. Okay, so let's go to the section 1.1. So this meaning is available with us anytime we want. We can just refer to that words. So I may never have become a cricketer, and this book would certainly not have been written if an eagle-eyed relation, Mr. Narayan Masurkar, had not come into my life the day I was born. Date of birth is given. So can you imagine about whom this story is all about? It's an autobiography. The meaning of autobiography is here. It is given autobiography. So what is the meaning of autobiography? A story about some person will be written in by him. That means he tells a story of his own life. So it's about some cricketer who had a relative whose eyes are eagle-eyed. So what is the meaning of eagle-eyed? Who notes very quickly. If anything goes here and there, he will be able to find out what is the difference, or what is that quick detail. He will be able to find out that detail. That kind of detail can be found out very easily by that kind of person. So we call such person as eagle-eyed. So he had a relative called Mr. Narayan Masurkar, who had this quick detail noting, and he found out something has went wrong. It's about a cricketer. He's writing this book, okay? It seems that Nankaka, usually the person who is writing this, calls that person as Nankaka, who has come to see me in hospital on my first day in this world. Noticed a little hole near the top of my earlobe. The next day he came again and picked up the baby lying on the crib next to my mother. To his utter horror, utter, the word is utter, complete. So, for his horror, he described that the baby did not have a hole on the left ear lobe. So, what did this person notice? The first day he came to see this cricketer in the hospital, and he found out that he had a hole near his left earlobe. But second day when he came back, he couldn't find the hole in the baby's ear. So what happened is he came to a conclusion that something has happened. The baby might have got exchanged. Okay, so that is not rolled here. So let's see what happens next. A frantic search of all the cribs in the hospital followed, and it was eventually located sleeping blissfully beside a fisherwoman, totally oblivious of the commotion I had caused. So you have used four new words here. For mix up, it appears followed after babies have been given their bath. So what has happened? The babies got mixed up. So let's check what is the meaning of all the words that we have used just now. So let's check once more. The first word is utter. As you know, the word utter means complete, to his complete horror. And the next one is frantic. Is that means the person became he had all kind of emotions, fear, anxiety, and everything. Blissfully is very happily, and oblivious is not aware of what is happening around somebody. Okay, commotion is a confusion that the person has created. Okay, so let's check. Let's read again. A frantic search. So frantic meaning is distraught with fear, anxiety, and other emotion. That means panic. Everybody is panic now to search for this baby everywhere in the hospital. It was eventually located, and I was eventually located sleeping blissfully. That means with great joy, happiness, and everything. A kid is or a baby is sleeping near a fisherwoman. Okay, he's in another place. The fisherwoman totally oblivious. That means he's not knowing what has happened and the confusion that he has created by getting exchanged with another baby. So this all these things happens to this cricketer. So they found out that when the babies were given a bath, they got mixed up and exchanged. Providence had helped me to retain my true identity, and in the process charter the course of my life. I have often wondered what would have happened if nature had not marked me out and given me my guard by giving me that small hole on my left ear lobe, and if Nankaka had not noticed this abnormality. Perhaps I would have grown up to be an obscure fisherman toiling somewhere along with the west coast. And what about the baby who, for a spell, took my place? I do not know if he's interested in cricket or whether he will ever read this book. I can only hope that if he does, he will start taking a little more interest in Sunil Gavaskar. So Sunil Gavaskar is the cricketer whom we are talking about. And in this one, if you see, we have used some words, providence, okay, then obscure and toiling that we have seen. toiling. This is the word toil. And next one is spell, which like a witch spell for a short period of time. So let's check once more. What are the words? Providence is the protective care of God or nature as a spiritual power. So this person believes in God or protective care. Cut. He says yes, he got the protective care of God or nature. So that uniqueness has given him his true identity, and in the process charter the course of his life. He has often wondered what would have happened if nature had not marked me out. So he thinks that that uniqueness in his ear has helped him to come back to his home. Otherwise, the kid might have got exchanged, and he might be growing up as a fisherman, working very hard somewhere in the West Coast. So, for the uniqueness that he is being identified with, and think for the baby for a spell. For a spell means for a short period of time, the baby who took his place, he's just thinking about him. And just he's thinking the same way about the other person with whom he got exchanged, whether he will be interested in cricket, whether he will be reading this book. So he is little more wondering whether he will be doing all these things or not. Okay, so it's all about Sunil Gavaskar, cricketer, and he is writing a story all about his life. So let's check the in-text question. So in-text question, first one is when was Sunil Gavaskar born? So answer is given here. Sunil Gavaskar was born in the year 1949 on July 10th. Okay. Next question. What did Sunil's uncle, Mr. Narayan Masurkar, notice when he came to see the baby in hospital? So what did he notice? He noticed about the uniqueness in his ear, that he had got a hole on his left earlobe. So the second day when he came, the baby didn't had the hole and he was missing it. So that is what he noticed. Question number 3. A. What was the horrible thing that happened the next day? The horrible thing was the baby got mixed up and got exchanged. Child was found near a fisherwoman. Fourth question. If Nankaka had not noticed the hole on his ear, what would he be living? If the person, if his relative has not found out the hole in his on his ear, he will be living the life of a fisherman, working very hard near the west coast. Question number 5. Find words from the passage which means the same thing as looking at things with great attention and noticing small detail. So you can say it can be eagle-eyed, quick to note the things, unaware of what is happening, unaware of what is happening. Next one is unaware of what is happening. Next one is unaware of what is happening. That is oblivious. Next one is unknown, nor will be known. So that is obscure. Last one is a short period. Spell. Spell. Unknown, obscure, oblivious. This is eagle-eyed. Okay, so write the answers in your own words and let's see in the next video. We'll cover the next portion. Thank you for watching, and please do subscribe, like, and share with your friends too. Thank you.